It's getting cold. We're heading to Thanksgiving and Christmas time and all the holidays, and that usually means colder weather. It usually means the market's a little bit colder too. Well, what's going on? Let's see. Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento area realtor. This is a monthly market video update I do every single month for over a decade now, talking about Sacramento real estate and what's going on in the market. So we are in November right now, and the stats for October just came out. So let's talk about what was going on in October, and then we'll talk about the end of this year. All right, October stats, here we go. Listings published this month. That means how many new listings came on. 1675 for the month of October, and that's down 12% from compared to the month of September. That would be expected at this time of year. It's very common that once we kind of hit October, November, December, the amount of new listings starts to dwindle until we start to kind of get to, say February or March, and then they start to pick up again, new listings. So down a bit month over month as far as new listings. Now, active listing inventory, that's if you just take a snapshot of the market right now, what's active and available. 1344 right now, that's down 11% from a month ago. That was at 1500. So less homes available right now than a month ago. And comparison to last year, we had crazy low inventory. It's 7.3% higher than this time last year, okay? Now, pending sales this month, that's just a snapshot of how many pendings do we have right now. 1,855, that's down about 5% from a month ago. Just like the active inventory, the new listings coming on, typically pendings start to kind of decline a little bit the last few months of the year, and then they start to pick up again February, March, April. And so they're down a little bit, and it's down significantly from this time last year. So this time last year, we had crazy low inventory and we had a ton of people trying to buy houses. It was low supply, high demand. We're a little bit more balanced in our market right now. We've got a little bit more of normal seasonality to the market in Sacramento, and that's what we would see in these numbers that we're seeing right now as far as inventory, pendings. One thing I want to point out, I don't hit on this very often each month, but take a look at that number of REO sales. There was 3 properties that were bank owned in the month of October in all of Sacramento County, okay? And then number of short sales, there were none, okay? So we're talking less than 0.5% of our market is distressed sales. So anyone that's hearing the news, they're talking about, forbearance and all these things going on. There's gonna be all these foreclosures coming in, this and that. Take a look at the numbers right there. I mean, we're talking minuscule amount of distressed sales right there. I just wanted to hit on that really fast. All right, but let's get down to total number of closed escrows, 1608, actually up a little bit from last month. So we had a little uptick in the number of closed escrows and almost on par with this time last year, just down about 4% from last year. So pretty solid numbers, and that equates to, we had a median sales price of $510. That was up just a little bit from the month before. It's been kind of bouncing around the last 3-4 months, right around that 505 to 520 range for our median, and that's up almost 16% from this time last year. So those were the numbers. What does it all mean? Well, right now, we still have a pretty limited amount of inventory. There's not a whole lot of houses out there and available, but it's a little bit of a mixed bag because some of them are coming on the market and they're selling right away with a couple of offers. And then other ones, they're overpriced. They're just the dogs in the neighborhood. They don't look good. They got something wrong with them. They're a poor location. And those ones are sitting and just kind of getting stale, and they need to have price reductions on them. It's a very mixed bag. So the market is not completely one way or completely the other. It is leaning a little bit in the seller's favor. There is a little bit of limited inventory. There is a decent amount of buyer demand right now, but it's not as crazy as it was in the spring and the summer of 2021 when it was sign goes in the yard, 15 offers, $50,000 over list price within 5 seconds of coming on the market, okay? So right now we've got a little bit more of a normal type market. Some are going right away, some are sitting, but we still have a very healthy amount of pendings going on, a healthy amount of sales closing and everything right now. I expect that to continue as we go through the rest of this year. We'll probably start to see a little bit more of tapering now that we're in the middle of November, heading to Thanksgiving and December. Probably start to see less and less new homes coming on the market. Probably start to see less and less pending sales. But typically we do see an uptick in closed escrows in December. Usually everyone's pushing. They want to not only get their house closed by the end of the month, but they also want to get their house closed by the end of the year. So that's very common to see a little uptick in closings when we get to December. But for right now, yeah, that's what's going on. Keep an eye on the interest rates right now. They have kind of bumped up a little bit the last few weeks to few months there. As long as they're able to remain kind of in the lower to mid threes, I think we should be fine. We're going to just remain seasonal, and then we'll start to see kind of that bump up again as we hit probably like February. But if interest rates do continue to kind of increase, if we continue to have inflation kind of going, we might not see that normal kind of crazy jump once we hit February and March. It might just be a little bit more of kind of steadiness like we're seeing right now. So no one will know. It'll be interesting to see as we go and as we get there. Hope this video was helpful. You can connect with me on our website, realestatewithdoug.com. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up, leave a question or a comment below. I love hearing from people. And if you got any ideas for videos you want me to do and topics you want me to talk about in the future, just let me know. I look forward to talking to you soon, and clear skies.